Hi, friends. It's Todd Von Deak, and if you're watching this video, it is most likely that you pulled it from one of our daily e-newsletters during the 2025 annual conference and business meeting, and you're in Atlantic City with us. If you're here, we really appreciate it, and it's good to have you as part of the on-site community. If you're reading this from afar, perhaps, or watching it, you're not reading this. If you're watching this, perhaps it's just a little nudge to come join us next year in 2026. You're watching this video on the morning of our annual awards brunch, and there's no one better or more appropriate to connect with than Dan Evans, the chair of our honors and awards committee at the ATSNJ, maybe just to give us a little bit of inside look at this year's class of honorees. And you're just kind to spend a little bit of time. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Why don't you tell us about the history? I mean, this is one of those places where history is so central to what we do.
So I'll give you a little background, kind of award by award. We honor 3 scholarship recipients, 1 secondary school student and 2 college or university students. The secondary school or the high school scholarship is named for Vito Racine. It was started in 1988. He was a 40-year veteran of athletic training and was crucial in the initial Practice Act that came in the state of New Jersey for athletic training. Richard Malacray Scholarship was started in 1992. He was a Hall of Fame athletic trainer and a founding member of the ATSNJ. And then Jack Weekly is our other college university scholarship that was started in 2001 and is a partnership with District 2 in the EATA. And he was a true friend of athletic training. And one of his background phrases was helping those who help others. So moving on from the scholarships, we have the Dr. Tim Hosey Team Physician Award, where we honor one of our team physicians from somewhere in the state at the various different levels. That started in 2016, and so far we've had 6 recipients for that over the years. We have a media award, so we want to honor some form of media outlet or reporter that took the time to focus on an athletic training area. And that comes from the Public Relations Committee. We have a very good recipient, very deserving recipient this year. And then the Presidential Award. So the sitting president of the ATSNJ chooses someone from the athletic training community, maybe a practicing athletic trainer, maybe someone that supported us in our endeavors, and they award that at the brunch. Then we have the Philip Hostler Loyalty and Commitment Award. This award was started in 2018 as the Loyalty and Commitment Award. In 2022, the executive committee moved to name it posthumously after Philip Hostler. He was crucial in gaining the Department of Education certificate for athletic trainers at the secondary school setting. Had 30 plus years of experience, was a Hall of Fame athletic trainer, and just a true leader in the secondary school setting. Then we move on to the Distinguished Service Award. This was created in 1988. We've had 31 recipients so far to date. This pulls the athletic trainer that has the exceptional commitment to leadership in our state, volunteer service, and other activities throughout their career that have supported ATSNJ. And then last but not least, we have the Hall of Fame. 1997 was created. We have 25 current members. I believe we're going to talk about our this year's inductee and a little bit later in the video. And this is just showcasing the true leaders and captains of our industry, essentially, that have led us to where we are today.
Wonderful. It's really the history of the organization in many ways, and honoring where we came from and celebrating where we're headed. I do think, as you think about it, and I don't want you to spoil any surprises or anything, for sure. What's your feeling? What's the story of this class, or what have you been reflecting on as you think about who will be recognized later today?
So I kind of want to focus on the scholarship recipients. We have two actually university recipients this year, and they're the future of our profession. Incredible academic background, volunteer service, and I just want to focus on kind of where we're headed in the profession. And our profession is in good hands with these recipients. and they're going to be future leaders in our organization.
As someone who teaches, as so many else watching this, including you, it's wonderful when you can give that little bit of recognition and that little boost of energy and tell folks early in their journey you're doing well.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot ahead of you. The Hall of Fame, a special moment. If there's a moment that doesn't happen every year, it's the Hall of Fame, which underlies what it is.
Yep.
Kevin Browse will be inducted this year. Thoughts, feelings, anything you want to share on Kevin?
When I think of Kevin, actually, so if you said first reaction of Kevin Briles, I go to, he was our president. He was the ATSNJ president during the COVID pandemic, or for the majority of the COVID pandemic. So when I think back to his leadership, his steady focus, if we had questions, we went to him. He advocated for us throughout the state. He was our guy in the moment that was leading our charge. Alongside that, a friend. I first met Kevin as he was a college student. He was a student athletic trainer at Gettysburg College, and he walked into my athletic training facility as this person full of energy, and he just left that mark in that moment. And here we are 30 years later, and he's still a very close friend. And he's one of the people, when you have a question, you pick up the phone and you call KB. And you bounce ideas off of KB, and he's been a leader at many levels in our organization. He's served on many committees in our organization. He's been recognized nationally for his service to athletic training, and throughout the state by different organizations outside of athletic training. So he's the epitome of a Hall of Fame member for the ATSNJ.
He gave me goosebumps only because he was one of the first people I knew when I started to work with ATSNJ and be a part of the community, and all those things you described were my first week interactions with him.
Mm-hmm.
He's just such a person. Are there any other stories that stand out of this year's class?
Yeah, I want to talk about Dr. Harry Bade. So I've spent my career in New Jersey athletic training in the southernmost reaches of the state. And sometimes the awards recipients that are nominated, you don't know them by name, you don't know their backstory. And in doing some research for this award recipient and preparing for today recording with you, Dr. Harry Bade will be receiving the Tim Hosey Team Physician Award. And his backstory is incredible. He was back in the 1980s, he began a program where he was pulling athletic trainers together and building the true sports medicine team. And he was advocating for athletic trainers up in Monmouth and Ocean County in the Shore Conference, and was providing services for upwards of 17 different high schools in that area, and pulling these people together and running educational programs and meetings and trying to grow sports medicine. So the word pioneer, leader, father of sports medicine in that region. So it was great to read those backstories and that history of what he's done for our profession.
Oh, wonderful. Well, Dan, I appreciate you taking a few minutes. I know everybody appreciates that, and how you have helped with your committee to guide this forward for a while now. And I think it's safe to say we're all grateful. And personally, one of the treats for me of working this on-site event is hanging out with you during the brunch and working our way through the day, not only from all the smiles that we will see, just enjoy doing it with you, sir. So I thank you for that too, personally.
Thank you very much. I'll see you in AC.
Sounds good.